We are living in a time where information is everywhere. Podcasts, YouTube videos, documentaries, social media, opinions stacked on top of opinions. And it feels like we're getting smarter. But here is the uncomfortable truth most people do not want to hear. More information is not making us wiser. It's making us more confused. And if you stay with me till the end, I will show you why less is not only more. It is the key to clarity, creativity, and authentic leadership in the world that's coming. Now, have you noticed this? The more you consume, the harder it becomes to take action. You hear 10 perspectives on the same problem, 5 experts telling you 5 different right ways. And suddenly, you freeze. Not because you're incapable, but because your internal compass is overwhelmed. Now, in my line of work, we understand this deeply. Being overwhelmed is not a lack of intelligence or being lazy. It's too many competing signals. It's system overload, which stops us from taking action and makes us procrastinate. And every time you outsource your thinking, your decision-making muscle gets weaker and weaker. Now, I had to catch myself doing this. I could not go for a walk without something in my ears. Could not cook without a podcast playing. Even quiet moments filled. The hum of voices, opinions layered on top of opinions, and slowly things shifted. I stopped hearing myself. Ideas did not land anymore. Insights felt borrowed. My thinking was not mine. It was curated. And that is when I realized something powerful. Growth does not happen in noise. It happens in space, in quiet, in silence. And this is the part most people get wrong. Boredom is not a problem. It's a reset. When the mind is quiet, that is when inspiration shows up. That pause, that stillness, that moment when there's nothing playing in the background. Your subconscious finally speaks. And here's the thing most people do not realize. Your subconscious is always listening. That is your supercomputer. It absorbs everything, whether you approve it or not. And that is why what you consume really matters. And so does who you surround yourself with. Information does not just come from our screens. It comes from conversations, from environments, from the people you spend time with. If you're constantly around gossip, comparison, negativity, that becomes your background programming. Not because you agree with it, but because repetition shapes perception. So protecting your mind is not about being extreme. It's about being intentional. Now think about the news. 5 channels, same story, different framing. Eventually, you're not analyzing anymore. You're being told how to think. Or let's take cooking. You look up 10 recipes, follow each one exactly. And what happens? You never create your own dish because someone else did the thinking for you. And this is where it gets bigger than content. Because when a society outsources its thinking long enough, it loses originality and authenticity. And as technology gets smarter, as AI generates more answers, the world risks becoming vanilla. Same ideas, same tone, same perspectives. And in that world, authenticity becomes the differentiator. Not louder voices, not more content, but original thought, your lived experiences, your perspective, your intuition. That's what cannot be replicated. Real leaders do not consume endlessly. They create space. They trust themselves enough to sit with uncertainty, to think, to feel, to choose. They don't let the world think for them. And because of that, their voice carries weight. So here is the invitation. Consume less. Choose intentionally. Protect your subconscious. Leave room for boredom, for stillness, for your own ideas to rise. Because the future does not need more noise. It needs more you. And when you lead from clarity instead of confusion, from authenticity instead of limitation, you do not just stand out. You help others remember how to think for themselves too. And that, my friend, is how we move forward. Not divided by noise, but united by truth, presence, and originality. If this message resonated with you, please share it with someone that it could help. And please hit like and subscribe. It really means a lot to me. Thank you and see you in the next one.